Hey there, Katrina. My sweetheart. It's absolutely fantastic to hear that you're finally engaged to the man you love. Your father and I couldn't be happier about the news. We're over the moon for you, darling.
Thanks, Mom. You know, I couldn't have done this without you and Dad's support. You guys have been my rock throughout it all.
Now that you're officially engaged, sweetheart, when do you think would be the ideal time to start planning the wedding? You have no idea how ecstatic your mama gets just thinking about it. I can't wait to brag to all my friends that my daughter is getting married and starting her own beautiful family. And you know what's even more exciting? Becoming a grandma when you and Owen have children of your own. It's like a dream come true for me, darling.
Whoa, hold on a sec, Mom. You're getting ahead of yourself. Yes, Owen and I just got engaged, but we're not ready to dive into the whole kids thing just yet. We still have a lot of time to figure that out. Let's take things one step at a time, all right?
All right. I apologize. It's just that I've been eagerly anticipating this moment for so long, you know? Your brother and sister have already married and started their own families, while it seemed like you were still searching for the right person. And let's not forget how you turned down all those guys I tried to introduce you to. Honestly, it had me worried sick, wondering if you'd ever find someone special. But now, all those worries are laid to rest. You found your match, and it's all good, my dear.
I mean, it's not like I want to be single forever, you know? It's just that finding someone who truly gets me and is a good fit is not the easiest task. It can be pretty darn challenging.
All right. Now that you've got yourself a wonderful guy like Owen, what's the holdup? Time to tie the knot and give your dear old mom some grandkids to spoil. You have no idea how my friends have been teasing me about not having grandkids. It's like they enjoy torturing me with it, I swear. So let's not keep them waiting any longer, shall we?
Oh my God, Mom! It feels like all you care about is me popping out grandkids. Can you at least be happy that I found someone I want to marry, instead of just thinking about having kids for you?
All right, my bad. I apologize for getting a little carried away. It's just that I'm bursting with excitement, or if I could, I'd shout this news from the mountaintops. But serious talk here. It's true that I'd love to have grandkids, but your happiness will always come first for me. Only marry Owen if you truly believe he's the right match for you, okay? I want what's best for you above all else.
Got it, Mom.
By the way, speaking of exciting things, you're having dinner with Owen's family tonight, right? How's everything going on that front?
Yeah, Mom, that's right. The dinner is at 8 p.m., but I'll head over there a bit earlier to lend a hand to my future mother-in-law and sister-in-law in the kitchen.
Oh, I understand, my daughter. I know you have a kind heart and are always ready to lend a helping hand. However, keep in mind that you're their guest and soon-to-be family member. Don't burden yourself with all the cooking. Let your husband's family handle the preparations for dinner. Trust me, when they come to our house, they'll be warmly welcomed by our entire family as well.
Thanks for having my back, Mom. By the way, are you free right now? I want to swing by so we can go shopping together. I've been missing our quality mother-daughter time, you know. With the wedding coming up, I'm worried that I won't have as much time to spend with you like we used to. So let's make the most out of it while we can.
Absolutely, Katrina. I always have time for you. Let's go shopping and make some wonderful memories together.
Owen, what's up with all that craziness at your place just now? Seriously, I can't even believe what went down.
Oh, what's the matter? Did something go wrong?
Oh, please, don't even try to act like you conveniently forgot all those hurtful things you said to me during dinner with your parents. I can't believe you have the audacity to brush it off like it never happened.
Wait, seriously? What on earth did I say to you? 'Cause honestly, I've got no recollection whatsoever. But hey, if I did say something, I was just keeping it real and letting my true thoughts about you fly. No filters, no holding back.
Please tell me, Owen, Were you drunk or something? 'Cause I sincerely pray to the heavens that you were. No sane person in their right mind would spew such hurtful stuff like you did a few hours back. Seriously? What's your excuse?
Oh, no, no, no. I wasn't even close to being drunk. In fact, I was as sober as a priest on a Sunday morning. Look, before you go pointing fingers at me, how about you do yourself a favor and take a good, long, hard look in the mirror? Maybe then you'll finally figure out where the real problem lies.
And what exactly do you mean by that, Owen? Stop beating around the bush. After all the lovely things you had to say about me at dinner, I highly doubt there's anything left that could shock me. So go on, say it out loud. Lay it on the table.
Oh well, if that's how it is, then I guess there's no need for me to hold back anymore. Let's get real here. You're far from being the prime specimen you were a decade ago, huh? All that repulsive excess baggage and saggy skin. Yuck! Every time I see you, it's like staring at some ogre or a decrepit old witch. You know what's missing? Those repulsive warts on your nose and face, just like those cliché witches in movies.
Wait, hold up. Is that seriously how you feel about me? Why on earth didn't you mention any of this earlier? Like, way before we decided to take the plunge and got engaged.
Well, guess what? That's exactly what I think about you. I figured I'd make the effort and talk to you about it earlier. But then I reconsidered because, hey, I'm a decent guy who wouldn't want to hurt any woman's feelings, even if she happens to be as old and ugly as you. You should know by now that my decision to get engaged with you was purely out of pity. I mean, who could resist the allure of rescuing a clueless, decrepit hag like you from her pitiful everlasting loneliness? Absolutely no one, I tell you.
Out of pity, huh? So you fancy yourself as some sort of divine being, bestowing your blessings upon the less fortunate? And what possessed you to blurt out those exact words in front of your entire family?
Oh my gosh, you grumpy old hag. Are you seriously deluded enough to think I should keep those thoughts bottled up inside forever? Come on, at some point I've got to let them out, right?
Do you even realize how incredibly embarrassing that was for me? And to top it off, it was our very first family dinner after we got engaged, which makes it even more cringe-worthy.
Oh, the horror. You can't even fathom how much I have to suppress the urge to vomit every single time we get intimate. Let me tell you, it's been a real test of endurance to engage in love-making with you, but I had to swallow my pride and went through with it. And hey, I didn't spill the truth because I'm just such a saintly man, you know? I'm practically overflowing with goodness.
Oh, you're always going on about being such a good man, but let me ask you this. What kind of good man lies about his feelings, huh? What kind of good man deceives his own fiancé just for his own convenience? Let's call a spade, shall we? You've been nothing but a deceitful snake this whole time. You literally tricked me into getting engaged with you.
What? Are you seriously losing your freaking mind? Why on earth would someone as incredible as me stoop so low as to trick a pathetic hag like you into getting engaged with me? If anything, it should be the other way around. I saw through your malicious scheme ages ago, but being the magnanimous man that I am, I decided to let it slide. Let's face facts here, sweetheart. I could have anyone I desire, but I graciously chose you. Frankly, you should be thanking me profusely for this incredible privilege more often.
What? Are you even listening to yourself right now? What you're saying is absolutely unacceptable.
Oh, come on. Seriously? We're on the path to marriage and about to become partners for life, right? So it's only fair that I get to speak my mind. I could easily keep these thoughts and feelings locked away forever, but I genuinely care about being considerate and thoughtful. So I made a choice to open up and share with you. Take a moment to acknowledge just how incredibly generous I am. I'm willing to bet you won't find another guy like me anywhere else, not even in a million years. I'm truly a unique catch.
Stop brushing off your deceitful ways as thoughtful and considerate. You make me sick to my stomach, you know that? You're just the worst. I had absolutely no clue you had such a rotten side to you. I genuinely believe you were a whole different person. Someone kind, sweet, and genuine. But now the veil has been lifted, and I see right through your act. You're nothing but a jerk, plain and simple. You messed with my feelings.
Oh, give me a break with your fake tears. Since when did being honest become a crime, huh? I simply express my true feelings, that's all. It's not deceitful, you know. It's just me graciously looking out for your fragile little heart. Think logically for once. Have I ever mentioned ending our engagement or canceling the wedding? No. So, what's all the fuss about? The fact of the matter is, we're still going through with this whole marriage thing, right? So quit whining and deal with it.
Oh, seriously? Do you actually think I still have any desire to marry you after all those insults you hurled at me? Did you conveniently forget the awful things you said during that dinner with your parents? You made incredibly hurtful remarks, claiming that I was just some leftover, and marrying an older woman like me has its perks because no one else would want me, so you wouldn't have to worry about being cheated on. You made your whole family laugh in my face. Do you honestly believe that's an unacceptable thing to say to your soon-to-be wife?
Are you questioning the truth behind my words? It's not even my fault that you're old and ugly. I was just stating the facts based on what I observe when I look at you. Look, if you don't want to be called those things, then maybe put some effort into changing yourself. Try to make yourself appear younger and more appealing, like you did back when you were 20 or something. It's all in your hands, really.
Oh, are you freaking kidding me with this nonsense? Do you honestly think I'm some kind of magician who can turn back time? I can just wave a hand and poof, suddenly be 20 years old again. Here's a reality check for you. Everyone has to age, including you, Mr. Double Standards. So quit demanding the impossible from me. You insufferable jerk.
Oh wow, look who's throwing around the jerk label. How utterly rude of you, Katrina. I must say I'm just so shocked. Listen up. Do you honestly believe for a second that you were my one and only option? Let me set the record straight. If I wanted, I could effortlessly find a younger, more attractive girl to marry. I'm way out of your league, but I decided to lower my standards and settle for you because I pity you and your pathetic excuse for parents. Consider yourself lucky.
What? Now you're gonna just start talking about my parents too? Just leave them out of this, all right? This is strictly between you and me, so let's keep it that way.
Oh man, I can't even begin to imagine how brainlessly thrilled your parents must have been when you first introduced me to them. They were practically jumping out of their chairs in excitement, as if they were scared I'd run away any second. It's like they were this close to getting down on their knees and kissing my shoes. How pathetic. I get it. If they ever let go of a son-in-law like me, when will they ever find another one? Probably never.
Wow, you're really full of yourself, aren't you? It must be difficult to carry such an inflated ego around. You must think you're too special to ever be replaced, huh? How delusional.
Who do you think you are to call your future husband delusional? If I really wanted to, I could have easily called off our engagement and dumped you like yesterday's trash. Just imagine if I actually did that. Do you honestly believe anyone would even consider being with you? I could go out and have a million girls lining up to date me, but I didn't, all because I pity you. So instead of mouthing off, you and your whole family should be thanking me for the favor I'm doing you right now. In fact, you ought to set up a little shrine dedicated to me in your living room. It's the least you could do, really.
Owen, are you not embarrassed even slightly to be talking like this?
Oh, don't tell me you're all riled up just because I gave you a dose of harsh truth about our relationship. Cry me a river, why don't you? Anyway, it's getting late, so I'm off to bed. And when we eventually get married and shack up together, you better believe you'll be making my bed every single night before I sleep. Got it? Oh, and let's not forget the warm milk. I expect to be served a nice, comforting glass of warm milk before bed as well. It's essential for my body's energy and digestion, you know. So get on it, won't you?
I really just can't believe you right now.
Well, it's about time you started showing some gratitude too. And while you're at it, you better work on fixing that pathetic attitude of yours. Let's be real here. You're pushing 40 and you get the privilege of marrying a fantastic guy like me. That basically means you owe me your entire miserable existence. Got it? Can't you see the immense kindness I've bestowed upon you? It's practically infinite. So start appreciating it, or else you might just find yourself alone and regretting it.
Look, if this is the way that you're gonna behave, then I don't even want to marry you anymore, Owen.
Huh? What's with that response? Are you high as a kite or something? Can't you comprehend the simple statement?
Didn't I make it crystal clear? I have absolutely zero interest in marrying you. After everything that's happened, I'd have to be a complete idiot to still want to spend my life with you. Actually, you know what? Let's scrap all our wedding plans starting from tomorrow.
Whoa, hold your horses right there. What kind of insane nonsense are you spewing right now? Let's get real here. Breaking up with me would mean you're throwing away your own future too. Do you honestly think you're gonna find someone else? No. You're gonna end up alone and become a lonely ghost haunting everyone around you.
I gotta say, breaking up with you doesn't seem like it'll do me any harm. If anything, it's a way to save my life from being completely wrecked by an unhappy and toxic relationship. Honestly, I'm feeling pretty lucky and relieved right about now. It's a relief to discover your true colors before things got too serious. Dodge a bullet, I'd say.
Alright, fine. If that's your attitude, then go ahead and live your sad, lonely life in some filthy corner, you old cow. But let me tell you something. Mark my words. You're gonna regret this. Nobody treats me like this and gets away with it. Just remember that. Hey, Katrina. Aren't you supposed to be at my place by now? You do realize I've been waiting for hours, right?
What are you talking about, Owen? Why should I be at your place?
Hey, what's the deal? You owe me an apology for what you said yesterday. So, how about you come over to my place and say sorry? I can already imagine you shedding tears with snot running down your nose, attempting to lean on my shoulders, or making cute faces, hoping it will win my forgiveness. Let's keep it real and straightforward, okay? Just own up to your mistake and apologize like a mature person.
Wow, are you seriously expecting me to apologize to you? That's some next level delusion, I gotta say. I'm actually a bit busy at the moment, so can we talk later? We'll see if there's anything worth discussing.
If you're not here to apologize, then pray tell, what on earth are you even doing right now? Are you out there gallivanting, sleeping around with other dudes? I gotta wonder, do you actually have to pay to get laid? Who in their right mind would even consider getting intimate with an old hag like you? It's a real head-scratcher.
Hey, don't you remember our conversation from yesterday? I'm actually busy right now, taking care of canceling all the wedding arrangements I made.
What? You're actually doing it? Are you crazy? What happened?
Now you're asking me that question? Did you completely forget what happened last night? You said some really hurtful stuff that got me all upset, and have already made up my mind to end things between us.
Hold on a sec. You're not actually buying into what I said yesterday, are you? I wasn't in the right mindset, okay? I must have been under the influence or something. Maybe I had a bit too much to drink and blurted out things I shouldn't have. Listen, whatever nonsense you heard from me last night, I didn't mean any of it, okay? It was just the alcohol talking.
I don't care what the hell happened to you, but what you said to me is completely unforgivable. You're the worst. I don't want anything to do with you anymore.
Wait, are you kidding me? You're just gonna walk out this relationship like it's nothing? I can tell you're not thinking straight. So I'll give you some time to cool off, okay? Take your time to come to your senses, and we can talk again later.
No, Owen, it's over between us. You can beg all you want, but it's not gonna change anything. I'm determined to break free from this impending train wreck of a marriage.
Hey, no need to get all defensive, alright? You want to cancel our marriage, huh? Fine, go ahead and do it. Have it your way. But let me remind you, if you don't marry me, you'll be cursed for the rest of your miserable existence because no one in their right mind would even consider marrying you ever again.
Hello? Is this Owen's number?
Yeah, it's me, Owen. And who the hell are you, huh? Don't you dare disrupt my peace because I've had my fill of crap today. If you're calling just to sell some damn stuff, then go bother someone else, alright? Find another sucker to annoy, you absolute imbecile.
Oh, hey, Owen. It's me, Katrina's mom. I apologize if I'm interrupting anything, but my daughter filled me in on everything. I can't believe you would say such hurtful things about Katrina. It's really shocking to hear, honestly.
Oh, hey there, Mrs. Millers. My bad. I didn't realize it was you. So, regarding the situation with your daughter, is there any chance you could talk some sense into her and convince her to give our relationship another shot? There were some misunderstandings between us, and Katrina reacted in a pretty immature way by canceling our wedding plans. I'm hoping we can work things out and get back on track.
Well, actually, Owen, it was me who encouraged my precious daughter to cancel the wedding plans. I could see things weren't working out between you two, and I want the best for Katrina.
Huh? What are you even saying, you old bat? I thought you were thrilled to see Katrina and me getting hitched.
Well, it was way before I got to know the real you. Shortly after getting engaged to my daughter, you revealed your true colors and said some truly awful things to her. I must admit, the temptation to give you an ass whooping right now is pretty strong, but I'm too much of a lady for that. However, don't think for a second that you're off the hook just yet. Karma has a funny way of catching up with those who sow negative energy.
Oh, really? What could an old hag like you possibly do to me, huh? I happen to be wealthy and work for a big company owned by my family. You can't even come close to touching a single hair on my head. Let's face it, I'm probably the best chance your family has to upgrade your social status. I've done you all a favor by stooping down to your level. I believe you owe me a big fat thank you for that.
Oh, please. You keep on making fun of my daughter's age, but take a good look in the mirror. You're not exactly a spring chicken yourself anymore. Aren't you already in your 40s? It's just so tragic that your maturity level doesn't seem to match your age. Talking to you feels like conversing with a 12-year-old. It's just plain sad, really.
Huh? What are you even blabbering about, you crazy old woman?
Oh, I can't help but feel sorry for you. With my daughter kicking you out of her life, it's safe to say you're doomed to eternal singledom. Poor you, thinking you're some kind of irresistible catch. In reality, you're nothing but a delusional guy lost in his own fantasy world.
Are you itching for a fight, you old hag? Do you even know who you're messing with? Don't think for a second that I'll take it easy on you just because you're older. You know how much I hate old people like you and your daughter.
Oh, look at you. Now you're starting to forget who you are. And it's quite alarming, I must say. Maybe you should schedule a little visit to the hospital and get yourself checked for Alzheimer's or any other memory-related issues. It wouldn't hurt to double check, you know?
Did I tell you this before? My family's stinking rich and your family's dirt poor. So watch your mouth, you old hag. Or else I might just use my money and influence to make your life a living nightmare.
Wow. Looks like you're having a blast bragging about your money and power to intimidate everyone, huh? Well, here's a little reality check for you. Brace yourself because you're about to lose every single one of those things real soon.
What now? Who are you trying to scare around here, huh? I'm not a 3-year-old kid to be spooked by your empty threats.
Oh, I'm not just throwing empty threats your way. You know what? Family actually happens to be one of the major partners of that fancy schmancy company you're always bragging about. Guess what? We recently discovered that your company is going down the drain and can't meet our initial requirements. So we've decided to cancel all our contracts with them. Word on the street is they're on the verge of bankruptcy. And let's not forget about their massive debt either. I must say, things aren't looking too bright for you.
No way. You've gotta be kidding me. That's my family's company you're talking about. If the company is really going bankrupt, my parents would have definitely mentioned it to me.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe they're just keeping it a secret from you because they think you can't handle the truth. But guess what? You can kiss your family's wealth goodbye. Imagine this. A guy drowning in debt, way past his prime, and let's not forget all those lovely character flaws of his. I bet finding a girlfriend now will be a real piece of cake. Not. But hey, who am I to judge, right?
What? No way, you're definitely lying. You've gotta be messing with me. There's a zero chance my family's business would tank. You're just making this stuff up in your crazy imagination.
Well, suit yourself. Believe me or don't. It's entirely up to you. Now, if you will excuse me, I must attend a small party with my daughter to celebrate her for avoiding a major disaster like you. Oh, and let's not forget, she's soon going to walk in her father's footsteps and become the CEO of our esteemed family company. It's quite commendable, wouldn't you agree?
Wait, hold up. I'm here, feeling all confused and down in the dumps while you and your daughter are out there having a blast? How is that even remotely fair to me? Tell Katrina to pick up my calls. I'm dead serious now. Yo, are you there? Respond to me, damn it!
After confronting his parents, Owen came to the painful realization that everything my mother had told him was true. Their family's company was indeed going bankrupt, all thanks to his father's poor decisions and risky investments. With the declaration of bankruptcy came a massive pile of debt that they had to face head-on. To make matters worse, they had to sell their house just to start repaying it. They ended up settling into a cramped apartment, scraping by on the meager income Owen managed to bring in. During this difficult time, Owen reached out to me countless times, calling, texting, and even showing up at my doorstep, begging for another chance. But I remained firm in my decision to keep my distance from him. I was determined to move on and never look back. Eventually, Owen had to accept that trying to win me back was a lost cause. He attempted to pursue other girls, but they consistently turned him down. In fact, he even faced legal trouble when someone reported him for harassment. Now, I'm focused on building a successful career and healing the wounds of the past. I know that by staying true to myself and my values, I'll eventually find someone who genuinely cherishes me.